I now call to order the April 23rd, 2018 meeting of the New Caney Independent School District Board of Trustees. Current time is 6:32. Let a minute show that the quorum is present with all members in attendance, Mr. Monroe and Mr. Trout being absent. Will you please rise for the invocation to be given by Chris Wooten and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance by Mr. Craig Nixon.
Let's pray. Father God, we come to you tonight, Lord, thankful for, Lord, the gift of our children and our students. Father, I pray tonight as we discuss matters pertaining to them, that, Father, you would bless the meeting. I pray that you would bless our students, our teachers, our faculty. Lord, I pray that you would bless our students' families, and, Lord, that tonight you would give us wisdom and help us to make decisions, Lord, that are pleasing to you in all that we do. And we'll give you the praise and glory for it in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Item 2 on the agenda is recognitions. Ms. Trish, Bill is up first, representing Early College.
Good evening. I brought a crew. Okay, first I'd like to recognize Ms. Jessica Bolaños. Ms. Bolaños is my secretary, but I willingly share her with all. I've been on the job for 3 months, and without Ms. Bolaños, my transition would not have been as smooth, and I thank her for this. I will do it with a little poem. I stole it from Pinterest. Endless phone calls you will take, endless deadlines you will make, answering questions all day long, making sure nothing goes wrong. Your organization is beyond compare, knowing exactly what to find and where. Your smile reaches far and near and tells all that they are welcome here. Thank you, Jess, for all you do. Infinity and myself would be lost without you. Renee Austin. Miss Austin runs our cafeteria and meets all the needs of our campus with a smile. At the early college, we are always coming and going. And Miss Austin is patient and kind with all of our oddball requests. The students often comment on her kind disposition, and we all appreciate what she does for Infinity Early College High School. Renee Austin. Miss Black, she's our lead custodian. I appreciate her attention to detail, and boy does she have some. And her flexibility with our crazy schedules. It's very difficult at times to understand the rapid pace of activities that occur on our campus, and we are always in her way, as she would say, but we also appreciate her patience as we learn to navigate and learn the new building and space. So, Miss Black. Dr. Brenda Burgess. Well, this was a steal for us. At the time I met Dr. Burgess through a mutual friend, she was teaching elementary PE, but was interested in getting back into college. I'm not sure she knew what kind of college I was talking about, but we called her in for an interview. Friend stole her from DeSette Elementary School, and we've been blessed ever since. Dr. Burgess teaches high school PE and also serves as a college professor for Lone Star. You talk about energy and passion for our students. It's often hard to match. I welcome each of you to her fitness room and see the magic that is happening. She has incorporated some intense technology into her classroom through a grant that she actually wrote herself. I can go on for days about how great she is, but I can sum it up by simply stating that she was unanimously voted by our peers as the 2017-18 Teacher of the Year. Dr. B. Now for the good stuff. 10th grader Ryman Blythe. Mr. Blythe can be described as a student that possesses a great deal of grit. His work ethic is outstanding. When faced with challenges, he conquers them head on, seeking out to help others so that he can persevere as well. He doesn't just give up. Ryman definitely takes care of business by dedication alone. One thing that I really think sets him apart from the other students is his natural inclination to help others. He always shows up at the NHS tutoring sessions since last year as a freshman. And as a freshman, he didn't go to get tutoring, he went to give tutoring. He really embraces the idea of the team mindset. Ryman, we are proud of you and who you are and what you stand for. 11th grader Mee Lee. There's the smile. It's a big week for Mee Lee. She just received the TCOB key from Mr. Gomez, and now this. Make no mistake, Mee Lee is our go-to girl. We were nervous last year when we lost such an amazing senior class, but Mee Lee has stepped up and taken control. She is service-minded, kind-hearted, a non-stop smiler. There it is. An infectious personality that continues to be a role model for the younger knights. We are proud of this young lady and all that she is and all that she does, and she never disappoints. Love you, Dad. Congrats. Senior Carla Martinez Obregón. Carla is actually here today because one of her college professors reached out to us, which is not very common. She came to us to talk about this girl, Carla, in my speech class. She made a perfect score on a test, and that has not been done in decades, which kind of makes you concerned about the professor. But anyways, the professor went on to speak about Carla's collegial spirit and leadership skills that she witnesses in her class. I would like to concur. Carla is another go-getter that takes care of business. She truly appreciates the early college experience and shares that experience when we recruit at the middle schools. Carla will earn her diploma and her Associates of Science. Is it science? Or is it arts still? It's in science. This year, and plans on attending the University of Houston and studying pre-med. We're proud of you, Carla. Love ya. Congratulations. Thank you.
Up second is Miss Bonsall, greatest elementary ever, Porter Elementary. I went there, that's why I said that.
Well, tonight I'd like to recognize some outstanding individuals from Porter Elementary, and I can't see you guys, so I'm going to come over here and I'll talk loud, I promise. So I'd like to start out by introducing you to Emily Cox. She is one of our 5th grade students at Porter Elementary. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I taught Emily's parents when I was at Caney High School way back when. So it's kind of historical or hysterical that I'm interacting with Emily at this time in her life. But Emily is currently a 5th grade student at Porter Elementary. She's active in our honors choir, and she serves as an ambassador on our campus, assisting when and wherever is needed. Mr. Franklin, her science teacher, Emily gives you this compliment, that you are probably the best science student he has ever had. So that's an outstanding compliment to receive. Emily, you represent Porter Elementary in all that it means to be an Eagle on our campus, and I'm so proud to have you with us. I'd like to introduce Miss Megan Bennet. Miss Megan Bennet is a 5th grade teacher on our campus. She currently serves as our team lead for 5th grade, but I consider Megan to be an unofficial ambassador for our campus. She's someone who I know that I can go to for support. and guidance on the campus. Todd Wink, I don't know what his title is, but Todd Wink wrote a book, and he says that before you make decisions on your campus, you need to make it with your best teachers in mind. And Megan is one of those teachers that if I make a decision that I feel is going to be impactful, I think about what Megan would say or what Megan would think about it. And so Megan, I want you to know that I have highest regards for you and your leadership on our campus. Not only in that, but she's an amazing math teacher, and she has grown our students in tremendous ways in all that she does and the time and effort she spends with them. So thank you very much, Megan. Miss Angelica Reyes works in our child nutrition department. She goes above and beyond in her job, not just to know all 680 students' names, but their ID numbers as well, because they don't always have that little smart tag that they can slide under and boop away, but she helps them with their ID numbers as they go through the breakfast and the lunch line. Ms. Crockett, the cafeteria manager, says that if the kids are having a bad day, that she'll always say, get some food in your tummies and you'll have a better day. It'll turn around. And how true is that for many of us, that we just need some food? So thank you so much for your service on our campus. Thank you. And last but not least is Maria Galaviz. I met Maria 4 years ago, I guess, at Crippen Elementary when I was an assistant principal there. And I was impressed with her work ethic on that campus at that time. Circumstances came around and she was able to be brought to my campus at the beginning of this year. And through other circumstances, the head custodian position opened up. And it was without any hesitation whatsoever that I knew that Maria was the person for that job. If you walk on my campus and you see a busy bee going all over, it's Maria. And she works meticulously to keep our campus, even its 53-year-old building, in the best possible condition that it can be in. And Maria, our building looks better than it has ever looked before, and it's all because of you and your leadership. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Item number 3 on the agenda is a consideration of the out-of-state field trip for Porter High School CTE programs presented by Mr. Warren. Here we go.
Good evening. I actually turned around to see if anybody else was coming up with me. I was missing one or two of them. The item number 4, we're asking permission for several groups from Porter High School that have accomplished some great feats in their competition. They attend national competition. I have with me Vandy Nall and Lauren Frager from Culinary, who were asking to go to Atlanta, Georgia on June 27th through July the 2nd. Matt Busby is not able to be with us tonight, but he's criminal justice, and he will be going to Louisville, Kentucky. Brandy Espitia is with us from Taffy, and her students are going to Orlando, Florida, June 21st and the 24th. And Mark Matei is also not with us, and Future Business Leaders of America competing in Baltimore, Maryland on June 26th through the 27th. All these from Porter High School, doing a great job and taking kids to national. So we are asking for your permission for them to go out of state to compete at nationals.
Are there any other questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the out-of-state field trip for Porter High School for CTE programs? Second. The motion has been moved and seconded. There will be no further discussion. A vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. The motion is approved. Go get them.
Thank you.
We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Item number 4 is on the agenda is a consideration of the out-of-state field trip for New Caney High School CTE program. Again, Mr. Striplin's up.
Charlie Hopkins and his student Cole Parker are with us tonight, and they're asking for permission to attend and compete at nationals which will be in Louisville, Kentucky on June 23rd, which is not on the agenda for some reason. It's June 2nd through July 1st. I think that might be a misprint. You might want to make the correction. Through Louisville, Kentucky, to compete at Nationals for Skills USA.
Is there a motion to approve the out-of-state field trip for New Caney High School CTE? The motion has been moved and seconded. There be no further discussion. A vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. Motion is approved. Good job, guys. Go get them. We look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Great. Yes, sir. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Yeah, sir. Go get them. We're going to be removing item number 5. We're going to be doing that next month. Our sponsors weren't able to be here, so they're going to do that next month. Item number 6 for the agenda is consideration of the out-of-state trip for New Caney Middle School Civil Air Patrol presented by Mr. Eric.
Good evening.
Hi.
We are requesting permission for the New Caney Middle School Civil Air Patrol Unit to be able to attend the Civil Air Patrol Summer Encampment Trip to Barksdale Air Force Base in Bossier City, Louisiana. They'll depart on June 16th and return on June 24th. Cadets have the opportunity to learn and develop leadership skills as well as learn about aviation, space, and technology. Students will also be provided an introduction into the military lifestyle and expose students to the many different career paths that are available to them. The cost is $135 per cadet for camp tuition, $25 per cadet for uniform administration costs. Today, if we're allowed to go, we've received notice that we would get 15 scholarships for camp tuition. So we're requesting permission to let our students be able to do that.
That's cool. That's wonderful. Are there any other questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the out-of-state field trip for New Caney Middle School Civil Air Patrol?
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion approved. We look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go get them. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Item number 7 is open forum. We didn't have anybody sign up for that. So moving on to item 8 on the agenda, the board will now closed meeting under the authority of Texas Government Code, Section 551.074 for purpose of personnel matters, Government Code 551.072 for deliberation regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property, Government Code 551.071 for the attorney consultation and personal identification information about public school students. Any actions as a result of the closed session discussion will take place after the board reconvenes in an open meeting. The current time is 6:49. Board ended the closed meeting at 8:19. Up next, item 9 is proposals of board members. We're going to roll 9 and 10 together. Ms. Needle and Craig are going to speak about some of the food service stuff that they went to in the course.
First of all, I want to thank Mr. Mixon for taking the time to spend the weekend at the National School Board Conference, which was held in San Antonio, where we were asked by the National Association of School Nutrition to present to board members and superintendents regarding a block grant. And that has been introduced by Speaker Ryan and has been tabled currently. But Mr. Mixon had to spend a lot of time researching and learning about this child nutrition path that we could be headed down. And if you're not familiar with some of the block grants, it would truly affect New Caney ISD in a huge way, especially if they allotted the money that we were given for the 15-16 year. We would be faced with losing in our first year roughly about $263,000. In a 3-year period, we would lose $1.2 million if this block grant were to surface again. It is currently on hold. We do not know when this will come back up. Child nutrition has not received reauthorization and has been on hold for the last 5 years. So he was able to speak to board members and present as well to the superintendents that were there. And it was very interesting, and he added valuable points to it. So I don't know what you want to share, but it was an exciting time for us.
Now, I will say, first off, it was a pleasure, working with Debbie and getting to have the opportunity to represent a great school district. The passion that she has for feeding our children. I know as principal, as administrator, everyone will see that. And feeding our kids is not something, that should be difficult in giving, or feeling, that there is it's not worth funding. So it is absolutely worth funding. And, one of the perspectives, that I had mentioned during this was, when I was in 2014, before I came to this, I had an opinion of my own of what tax dollars should go to and paying for free. But when you get in and you see these kids, that may be the only meal they get, in a day. It really changes your thought process and feeding kids and how that affects their learning and their education. So it was great to be able to speak with people from all over the country, and share those thoughts. But it was just it was a great time. Debbie, she had such professionalism, presenting this and meeting others from all over the nation. They did a fantastic job of actually trying to educate me with a lot of information in a short period of time, and it was a great experience. So thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Up next is item 11 on the agenda. Is consent calendar consisting of consideration of minutes, consideration of financial report, consideration of purchasing report, consideration of personnel report, consideration of policy update 110, and consideration of local policy GKA. Are there any further questions or discussion? If not, is there a motion to approve the item on the consent calendar?
So moved.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. If no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye. All right, the motion has approved. Ms. Christine Schaffer, will you introduce our new director, Dr. Rios, for us, please? I know she needs to get home.
Yes. I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Yolanda Rios. She's our new Director of Multilingual Instruction, Migrant and Title III, and she'll be taking Dr. Jacobo Donato's position as he's retiring. So we're excited to have her. She is currently an assistant principal in Pasadena Heights.
Welcome. We're glad you have a normal life.
We'll call you Dr. R. We'll call you Dr. Rios.
Is Dr. Rios
Thank you for being here and your family. Thank
Yes,
y'all.
thank you, guys. Welcome to it. Greatest place you'll ever live. Work. Sorry. Item 12 on the agenda is consideration of approval of the change order for the ag facility, the barn door. Mr. Matt's up on that one.
Yes, sir. I got two change orders to go tonight at the Ag Science Center. One of those provides a variety of things, exhaust fans, some feed rooms, extensive metal covers over some porches, concrete pad, and a storage container on the site. Asking for approval on that. And the second one is additional barn doors to the north side of the arena, make it a whole lot easier on those folks and kids and parents getting larger pieces of equipment and animals into that arena. Asking for your approval of both those.
Any other questions or further discussion? Do I have a motion to approve the change order for the Ag Center Science consisting of the renovations and barn doors? Motion has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye. All the motion is approved. Item 13 is on the agenda is consideration of the approval of the change order for the New Caney High School additional fire alarm devices.
Yes, sir. This is one of those. It's a code thing that doing all the work at the high school, it was discovered that some additional devices were needed to bring that entire system to code across the whole building, along with a new requirement for the voice system. So this change order is the addition of those additional devices.
Any other questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the change order for New Caney High School for additional fire alarm devices?
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. There will be no further discussion. A vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye. All those say no. Motion has been approved. Item 14 is the agenda to consider the purchase of the parcel of land consisting of approximately 13.6 acres, more or less, located within Woodridge Village subdivision in Porter, Texas, to be used for elementary campus or other district facilities. Mr. Matt.
Yes, sir. This is a expansion of the current Woodridge Forest subdivision. The developer came toward us, wanted to work with us in putting an elementary school potentially in the expansion of that. Work with us on location and all that. So this is just a contract to purchase that parcel of land from them.
Are there any questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the purchase of the parcel of land consisting of approximately 13.6 acres, more or less, located within the Woodridge Village subdivision in Porter, Texas, to be used for elementary campus or other district facilities?
So, Mr. President, I move to approve the purchase of approximately 13.6 acres, more or less, located in the Woodridge Village subdivision in Porter, Texas, to be used for an elementary school campus or other district facilities, and authorize superintendent or its designee to negotiate and execute a final sale and purchase agreement, as well as any related necessary amendments, closing documents, and post-closing documents.
The motion has been moved and seconded. There will be no further discussion. A vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those say no. Motion is approved. Item 15 on the agenda, consideration and approval of mediation agreement related to the special education case docket number 163-SE-0318 and related actions presented by Mr. Calvert.
Yes, sir. This is an agreement we previously reviewed and discussed. Just asking for y'all's approval on that.
Mr. President, I move that the board approve the mediation agreement related to the special education docket number 163-SE-0318 as presented. Second.
There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion is approved.
Thank you.
Item 16 on the agenda will be conducted in closed session. All meeting attendants not related to this item are dismissed. We will take a short break at this time. We are now reconvening in open session. Time is 9:04. Do I have a motion considering the administration expulsion of the student A for the period stated in the expulsion order? Entertain motion and second and vote as necessary. The outcome is the expulsion stands.
To call the vote.
Like this? Like,
We have a motion and a second.
Yeah, just call it though.
We have a motion and a second.
okay, so the motion has been moved and seconded. There not being any further discussion, the vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the motion is upheld. With there being no further business, the meeting is adjourned at 9:05.